We're in the middle of the PPA tournament, the charity poker tournament for the USO, and with me from the USO of Greater Washington is Crystal Benton. How are you, Crystal?
I'm well, thank you.
You enjoying your tournament here?
It is. It's a great event. It's packed, and there's a lot of rebuying in. Everyone's losing and buying back in.
But they're not losing, because you're winning.
That's right. That is right. We're very happy to be here tonight, and very grateful to the PPA for putting this event on and for hosting 30 of the wounded warriors that we work with at Walter Reed Army Medical Center.
One of the neat things was a part in the tournament tonight where they said the next 10 Walter Reed veterans gets instant rebuy. So the guys at our table are just pushing in because they wanted just a free rebuy.
Right, yeah, you know, hey, if you can do it, you can do it, right? It's a good opportunity. One of the things we do is we brought some of the players that play in our Texas Hold'em tournaments up at the hospital. We do 3 games a month, 3 tournaments a month on Tuesday nights, and so we brought some of our first and second place winners, and then people who also place through raffle drawings. So they're all really excited to be here, and we have some people who you know are new to the game, but they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's hard to miss this game on TV, so I think it's so easy to pick up on this game. Let's talk about the vets. USO, everyone knows the USO through the Bob Hopes of the world and the Redskins cheerleaders tours, and you just had a bunch of NFL coaches go overseas. But what are you doing here in Washington?
In Washington, D.C., the USO of Metropolitan Washington serves the troops and their families in the Washington, Virginia, and Maryland areas. Part of that is we serve a lot of the military hospitals. There are some major military hospitals in this area of the country, including Walter Reed and the Bethesda Naval Medical Center, including some also warrior transition units at different bases around the region. So one of the things that relates back to the program this evening is that our work at Walter Reed. We do the Texas Hold'em tournaments, we have celebrity handshake tours, we have some emergency programs, emergency housing, food assistance programs, some therapeutic programs, including archery, horseback riding, and poker actually is a therapeutic program for some of the patients up at Walter Reed. It helps a lot of cognitive skills and then the visual hand-eye coordination of playing the game and focusing on the people around you and the cards on the table. So it's really interesting, and we're happy and involved in tonight's event.
Now you hear here in Washington, you hear when celebrities come to town, Walter Reed is one of the mandatory stops these days, and people, they want to get over and meet the soldiers.
We hope so.
Yeah, no, definitely. Now I haven't been there before. You of course have been there many times. Tell me what it's like for one of these servicemen or women to have one of these celebrities come and visit them.
Sure, it's a critical morale booster to have somebody come in and take a person who has one of those schedules that you think is an untouchable person, to take a moment in their day and come in and say, I'm here to hear your story. Everyone knows my story. I'm Angelina Jolie, or I'm Jon Stewart, but I want to hear what happened and why you're here and how you're doing and what your family's up to. And you know, it's funny, I started with the USO Metropolitan Washington just a few months ago, and one of the things I had some, a little anxiety about was going up to the hospitals. And you go up there once, and the second you think like, oh, what am I gonna do to make this interesting? And the celebrities will say the same thing, and they're much more interesting than I am. Like, they'll say, why am I doing this? Who wants to meet me? And this isn't going to make a difference at all. Like, I'm nervous. And they go in and they realize that they're the ones who feel very changed from the experience. So we're really grateful for everyone who participates in that program. And we know that the troops up at Walter Reed, it's a great break from the day. You get to see a comedian and test out some of your jokes, or hang out with a poker player at a tournament like this and snag their money. So it's a good chance for them.
Now, one of the things also that we hear rumors about are the celebrities that go but don't say they're going. And I'm not going to ask you to name names, but it's just think about some of the egos of the Hollywood celebrities. But some of these people go just to go and don't want any publicity about it.
Well, and that's the great part about it. We try to keep most of it low key because our interest is in serving the troops. And if somebody makes it clear that they don't want a big to-do around it, then that's important. But at the same time, it's very helpful for us to tell our story as an organization, to get everybody out there and talking about their trips. But the most important thing to us is the programs and services that we provide to the wounded warriors at Walter Reed and Bethesda and those transition units, but also to the military families in the area.
What does the USO need the most of right now?
The USO also always will always take your donations.
Well, other than currency, but what is your greatest need right now?
We have a lot of great, solid volunteers who are trained with us, who work with us regularly. We're always looking for more volunteers. We're always looking for in-kind contributions. One of our interesting projects is Operation Care Package that is run through our world organization and managed by our local organization. It's a good opportunity for people to go out and volunteer and stand in a line, a little production line on the weekends, and pack up care packages to send out to troops who are serving overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan.
When the Pittsburgh Steelers came to the White House, President Obama was doing the care package thing. Was that for you guys?
So that was through our world organization. Nice. And through USO Metro as well.
All right, so give me the websites for both the USO in general and then the local website.
Sure, the local website is usometro.org, and we're also on Facebook, so if you want to follow us there, we keep that really updated, and then we're also on uso.org is where you can also make contributions.
So for our listeners and our viewers around the world, uso.org, you'll take money from anywhere in the world.
usometro.org, you got it.
Very cool. Crystal Benton of the USO of Metropolitan Washington, thanks for your time. Enjoy the rest of your very successful tournament.
Thank you very much.